Hey y'all, it's Jessica from Sloppy Swatches. Today I have the brand new Fandom Flakies box for the month of April 2018. This box is inspired by the Triwizard tournament from the Goblet of Fire book from the Harry Potter world. So this box was sent to me for review. It's going to go on pre-order starting on April 13th all the way through April 20th. It'll retail for $30 plus shipping, and there's also an optional bookmark that you can purchase with this box. If you're interested, I'll link it down below. Definitely check it out. It will be available exclusively on the beeskneeslacquer.com website. I'll link that down below as well. So our makers this month are Bees Knees Lacquer, Night Owl Polish, and then the guest maker for this month is Never Enough Polish. So without any other jabbering on, I'll go ahead and get right into the swatches. So first up is the Maze, and this is coming from Bees Knees Lacquer. This polish is described as a prugly, or other words, pretty ugly, moss green with a blue aurora shimmer, scattered hollow, and iridescent flakes that shift from every shade of the rainbow. So there's a little bit of blue in there for the cup itself, red for the sparks from their wands, golden orange for the sphinx, and blast in its root. So I love that she broke it down and gave a description of what each of the Flakies kind of represents. So I have never tried a Bees Knees Lacquer polish. These do have a little bit of a longer stem, so with that you just need to be a little bit aware of maybe dripping down the stem and go in thin. So here's a look at my first easy coat. This polish is absolutely jam-packed with those flakies. They do shift at absolutely every angle. Very beautiful. It was a little bit sheer there at that first coat, but I'm going to go ahead and show you how it built up for me with that second. Two coats brought this one completely opaque. I did end up making kind of a thicker second coat. I don't feel like you need to, but if you go super thin, you may need three with this one, but the coverage is amazing. So here's a look at that completed mani at just two coats before a glossy top coat underneath artificial lighting. I really think where these flakies shine is going to be in the shade or even with a matte top coat, but they are beautiful in direct sunlight as well. Not a lot of texture going on here, but a good glossy top coat will help keep this one nice and shimmery. So this is my final swatch photo at an angle in that direct sunlight. So next up is Dragons by Night Owl Lacquer, and this polish is described as a charcoal base with a red to gold shifting aurora shimmer, which shows off really well on the bottle there. Gunmetal flakies, copper to red to gold to green crystal chameleon flakes, and a gold to green ultra chrome chameleon flake in there as well. Super gorgeous. It does have almost a bit of a jelly type formula, so it does go on a little bit thinner here. Get a good amount of those flakies and just a little bit of coverage. It is fairly sheer. I'm going to go ahead, complete this coat, let it dry, and then show you how it built up for me with that second easy coat. So here is a look at that. With my second coat, I did go in a little bit thicker here to kind of build up that coverage quicker. At two coats, though, you can pretty much get a feel of what this is going to look like on the nail. That gray base, it did get a little bit deeper. I love that it's going to let all of the flaky show through. It makes it kind of squishy and deep and mysterious looking. So here's a look at my third and final coat. This one did pretty much bring this one completely opaque. I think that my mirror is reflecting a lot of that light up through my free edge and making it look sheerer here on the nail than it actually is. But it is stunning. A lot of my chameleon chrome flakies came out showing red on this base, which I love. So here's a quick view of Dragons in that shade. I really love how the flakes stand out there. And then another quick view in direct sunlight. So again, not a lot of texture, just a nice coat of glossy top coat is going to help keep this one nice and glossy as well. So finally today I have the Lake, and this is coming from a Never Enough polish. So this polish is described as a stunning sea blue base with a magical golden to blue chrome shift, turquoise microflake, and a splash of aurora pigment, as well as some linear hollow in there. The hollow is a little bit softer in here. This polish is jam-packed with those tiny little micro flakies, which makes this one such a gorgeous, almost reflective type of polish. So here's a look at my first easy coat. This one does go on nice and evenly, just a little bit sheer. That Never Enough brush really makes it easy to get close to my cuticle line, which I know it can be an issue. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how it built up for me with my second coat. I did end up going maybe a little bit thicker in here, but two coats is all that I needed for complete opacity. Really gorgeous finish. Again, I do recommend going in with one coat of your favorite glossy top coat. So here's a look at that completed mani. Add just two coats before a glossy top coat underneath my artificial lighting, and then once more in direct sunlight for this beauty. I think that's where this one really stands out. You get that pop of all of that chrome type of blue and that hollow. So this is my final swatch photo at an angle in that direct sunlight, and that does wrap up my swatch and review of the Fandom Flakies box. Again, this is starting on pre-order tomorrow, April 13th, all the way through the 20th. If you're interested, I will link their storefronts and social medias down below. So thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time.